What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Crowntakers. As a quick recap, what had happened in the previous couple episodes, our last run had gone poorly, but it was to be expected because I had taken a B team on that run, and I was trying to get them all leveled up, and then we just had some really just inopportune misses when we really needed a hit to go through. Basically, we didn't get any consumables, we didn't get any healing items other than the ones that we purchased and the 2 apples at the beginning, so by and large, it wasn't a run that I felt like was ever going to come to fruition anyways, talking about apples. But we did level up some people. That's important. Leveling up people in this game is actually really important. And so we also unlocked Jetta. And so it turned out to be a Jetta. A Jetta is a car. I was going to say a Jetta, her name sounds like a car. And then I was like, it totally is. That's a car. But it's got like T's, I think. The car name is Jetta or something like that. Anyways, we got a new character, Jetta, who has the ability to go invisible, which is actually a pretty major ability, all things considered. The fact that she can just like vanish from the radar essentially just takes her out of the line of fire for any situation that might be dangerous should she need to get away. She can also backstab for critical damage, so I'm thinking that since she has guaranteed crits, you never want to stack crit on here. You always want to stack strength so that she could just go bam with that guaranteed crit and just annihilate somebody with it, because it does seem to share the same damage values as her normal attack. Okay, I could finish my thought right now. I could finish my thought. Reach 50% dodge with the mercenary. That's... in order to hit 50% dodge, I would have to put everything in to dodge when he levels up. I'd have to put in armor runes that have the plus 10%. Let's try it. Let's try and do that challenge this time. So let's unlock his tier 3, improve the mercenary's weapon to the maximum, and add 3 runes. I'll probably go with Darian this time. Darian still remains one of my favorite characters. He's really good. I like him a lot. I like him a lot. In combination with stealth potions, he's amazing. Where did that leave us, by the way, with Hal Ferris? How many people did he kill on that run? Oh, we unlocked level 2. Okay, so Hal Ferris actually finished. He has multi-shot now. That's actually really good, and it's a similar ability to what the hero has for his tier 2. In that it allows you to sunder off armor really quickly. That becomes a problem later on, as we saw with the Dark Knight in the previous episode. I didn't expect us to beat the Dark Knight because we just weren't in any condition to do it, but that ability would actually be really conducive to a Dark Knight run, because we could get rid of his armor using only one character, assuming all of the blows landed, and then after that everybody could just DPS as they see fit. Or DPT, I guess. You can't really DPS in a turn-based game. But yeah, that's something to think about. I don't know... That's a pretty good ability. That's a pretty good ability. I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. Melik needs 20 more kills. Zoe's still sitting at 2 because we didn't use her last time. He needs 17 more. I'm wondering if I should do another Attack of the B Team type episode where we just run the B Team again and we just try and level them up a little bit further. I think that might be the best plan, even though I really do want to show you guys how well we do with my A Team. When I take my favorite characters, I seem to do a lot better than I do when I take random characters. So we got to get him up to 50% dodge. Let's try. And I guess I'll go with strength, dodge, health, dodge. So that puts him up to 31%. If I can double upgrade his armor and put on 2 dodge runes, we'll get the achievement. We'll be able to unlock his next tier. Unfortunately, it's something that we like have to do, even if this isn't really like my playstyle. I like being dodgy, but it's a lot of points put in. Like every single one of those points could have gone to like dealing more damage. You know what I mean? So sometimes I feel a little bit iffy about it. On this end, let's bring along... I think Jetta's probably a good call this early because she's only at level 2, which means she's going to make the maximum... she's going to get the maximum mileage out of the kills that she gets, and it saves her from having to survive harder battles later on. So I'll take her first. I should have taken Thea Gall, then we could have done the drinking game and got more money. Bad mistake made. Oh, this one has chicken. That's good. At least I've got chicken. So we can Leroy Jenkins this bastard if we need to. With her, I think I'm just going to go straight for like all strength because, yeah, it looks like that actually increases the upper bound of her critical attack, which means ultimately we might be able to get her to a position... Actually, I need to upgrade somebody too. Although part of me wants to sit on the upgrade for when we hire Darian. So if I have that, I have a bit of silver, and then I also have gold. That means we can upgrade the weapon really far. On this side, technically... I can already get his armor to level 2. I think that's what I'm going to focus on this run. I'm going to try and get his achievement done, and I'm going to try and get Darian's achievement done. So all that we need now is we need 2 dodge runes to drop, and so from here on out, it's pretty much on RNG maybe. I mean, we can check all the blacksmith vendors. Sometimes they'll be on there. Occasionally there are rune vendors too, but we'll give it a look. There are mushrooms in here, and so we got 2 of the healing ones, and we got 1 of the poisonous ones. That's good. That's a good start. We're off to a good start right now. I'm happy. Over here on the cave side, we can harvest or feed the snails. Harvesting, I don't think, does anything. But feeding the snails gives you XP. So we'll share the XP in the hopes that maybe Jeddah will get something out of that. I'm going to avoid doing the bigger combat until we get further along. Let's go to the watchtower. We'll search this thing and see what comes up. There we go, a lockpick, another poison, and a strength potion. Off to a much better start this time. If you want to have a really, really good run in Crowntakers, from what I can tell, like the runs where I accomplish things and I beat bosses are always the runs where I get A, a lot of consumables, B, I minimize combat, and C, I get to take on the boss that I'm currently trying to beat with full health. If I could do that, typically I do perfectly fine. Okay, so we got an armor rune and a strength rune. Not necessarily what we're looking for right now. I will go ahead and we'll apply it to our armor. I don't know what happened right there, but I just kind of like lost my train of thought and was like, that's all, folks. So is that only, it's only from invisibility that I can do that. So otherwise, we just kind of have to hope that she kills it off, but that's cool right there. That's fine. Absolutely. She's almost at level 3. This is going to be just another progression run, so if you're tired of the game, what I would say is like, I don't know, skip around every now and again, and I'll try and announce it if I'm trying to make it into a progression run. I don't like to think of it in terms of like an MMO RPG, but that's just kind of how my brain does it, where I have runs that are specifically now for leveling up, and I have runs that are specifically for attacking a certain boss, and that's just the way that I play the game now. We can move runes around, so if we apply anything, it's not permanent. Just throwing it out there right now. This does leave him in a very, very strong spot. I'm still going to go ahead and save. I'm going to do my best and go ahead and save my iron for when we recruit Darian, if that actually comes up. When we recruit Darian, I'm going to try and get him up to tier 3 weapons and give him 3 runes so that we can unlock his tier 3 as well. Basically trying to make every single run as productive as possible. Let's jump on in here. Got some wolves. Should be fine. I don't think we've got much to be afeared of right here, especially if we can one-shot him right there. Run over and one-shot this one as well. If the hero can get... yeah, there we go. So the hero got shit done, which is one of the highest forms of praise that I can give to somebody. We've got reduces income. Ah, they're taunting me right now. They're taunting me by not giving me the runes that I want. Now, I do need to fight as many combats in this one as I can. I should have gone back that way. I wanted to see what was in that corner, but we came into the map in a weird spot. Let's fight the wolves. Alright, so they've once again started us off in a reasonably decent position. Try and one-shot them up front, but if it doesn't work like that, it doesn't work like that. On the other side, I'm going to put him into guard mode. I'm going to move her out here to scout a little bit, to reconnoiter, and then I'll pop her into stealth so that nothing can take a swing at her once she's out and isolated away from the group. I want to make sure everything hits him since he has so much armor. And believe me, that is a lot of armor for this point in the game. Oh, he also got a counterattack because we put him on guard. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. Jeddah has now hit level 3. We're moving right along. Moving right along with her progression. We got a skill cooldown reduced by 1 turn. That's actually really, really, really good if you're running a triple strike build with the main character. So if the main character has Eviscerate, I would strongly consider putting that one on him because that'll allow him to use triple strike every turn. After that, you throw in the healing rune. Woo! You'll never be able to stop him. He'll be doing queen action. He'll be jogging all over the place just like, don't stop me now. It'll be awesome. We've got tools. We've got another potion. Good, good, good. Lots of good things happening. Let me level her up real fast. I'm not going to give her dodge because she's got stealth so she can get out of combat whenever she wants anyways. Really no point. I mean, if I need to limit an attack on her, it should be fairly easy. Tainted meat. So we got somebody's taint meat and we got an apple. I got to go back this way even though I know it's going to make the game harder than I can manage. It's also going to hurt our exhaustion a little bit, but I wanted to look back here and make sure. Alright. So, exploring the tunnel for some time, you notice a rock was broken by hand, indicating the cave is not natural. It allows us to dig. You dig for a few hours and realize it takes weeks to find anything interesting. My guess is maybe we need somebody who's stronger to make that happen, like Darian wins the arm wrestling competition. Maybe he's good at strength-related feats as well, I'm not really sure. I don't know why you would have strength-related feat. Strength-related feat seems like a limited access ability. We have a really good run going right now. Had I not started off with a low-level character, I think that maybe we could push this one to the end. Yeah, let's go ahead and hire somebody real fast. We've got enough cash to do it, so we've got 2 sets of tools. There we go. I'm going to sell the tainted meat. I would rather not risk it. Anytime that I would be using that anyways would be a situation of desperation, which means that if I'm that desperate to begin with, chances are that my character losing any health is also going to be a little bit iffy. At the blacksmith, can I buy a dodge rune or 2 dodge runes? No, reduces incoming damage. Unfortunately, nothing right there. Also no silver, so I can't push Darian towards the end either. It's going to be a shame if I get to the point on this one where I just can't bring it home based on drops, because I like to get things done each time that I play through. Go ahead and we'll hire up... Let's make sure. I mean, if I can't guarantee, finish the game with the mercenary in your party, so Hal Ferris just has to be there beginning to end. Okay. 13 HP with the mercenary, 10 strength with the mercenary. Improve the mercenary's armor to the maximum and add 3 runes. Okay. That one might actually be feasible on this run. I'm going to try with Darian first, though. Got to keep an eye out for silver. We don't have Hal Ferris, so I'm not going to go for darts right now. Hal Ferris automatically wins darts. I probably should have bought him to recoup the cost a little bit, but whatever. Oh, I bought the wrong version of Darian. I wanted the other version with the shield. No! Okay, so I've got the version of Darian that I'm not a huge fan of, but we'll make it work for now. I'm going to try and go for sure things here, but unfortunately, that's also down to RNG slightly. I mean, I really prefer it when I don't get any of the percentage-based increases. I always prefer to get strength or HP. That's just me personally. We'll fight over here. And that leaves us with Darian. It looks like we're a little isolated already. I am going to see if I can dig her out right now of this terrible situation. She could kill, it's like a 50-50. She might kill him, she might not. Or we can stealth it out and go for the sure thing. Man, let's live on the edge. There we go. We will live on the edge for a little bit. I'll probably put her right here. I mean, I don't really... Oh, she actually did that on her first turn? Okay. Well, I would have moved her there and backstabbed then had I known. I'm going to make her invisible so she doesn't take any damage. We'll face her thusly. I'll face him like so. We'll bring Darian around the back. Go ahead and get a stab off right there. Since that thing can't attack, I'm going to put my back to it. I've never been attacked by one of these gray wolves, so I don't think it actually can. Yeah, I think it's just like a spawner. And they are going to focus fire the hell out of Darian on this turn, which is unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate for us anyways. He can't move without just eating a ton of attacks of opportunity. So what I prefer to do right now is we'll come out like that. We'll run over to here. And we'll go for the sure thing right there. So there it is. On this side, we'll go for the stabby attack, and that should bring us all the way to the end of the combat. Darian could actually hit a higher level right now, and that'll be sweet if it happens. We got a critical weapon rune. There's a sentinel shouting and pointing at me. I suppose we'll fight since we don't have much of a choice. I would hate to have to pull a res this early in the game, but it might happen. Just based on the way that we're situated right now. Let me see what I can do right here first. Ooh. Okay. Bad damage roll. Not what I was looking for, but maybe we'll finish it off right here then. We will not finish it off right there because of a poorly timed dodge. Okay. I guess that I will move to here. And we'll put a spear through him, I guess, since that's pretty much the best move that I can pull at the moment. I'll bull strike him. And we'll get a dodge at the wrong time. But we'll get a dodge at the right time right after, so it's okay. I mean, he's probably still going to die on this turn. Because they're going to get a backstab, and then they're going to get this right here. Unfortunately, I've noticed the AI like never leaves itself exposed, like ever. The AI is very, very good in this game at never leaving itself exposed, like ever. So basically, they lined up like that knowing full well that Darien would kill them off with a double strike, but then they could sweep in behind him and do all kinds of damage. I mean, I don't know if it's that smart. I may be giving it too much credit, but... He's on guard. I think I'd rather just like guarantee the kill right here. And then... I think over here I'm just going to have to hope for a big hit. There we go. Much better. I'm going to have her go invisible on this turn so that next turn we can maybe work our way around the map slightly. And also sort of move him farther away. There we go. I don't know if he's actually going to be able to accomplish anything, but my goal right now is to put him in a spot where she could at least reach him on the next turn, which was the problem that we had initially. So I'm going to move her over to here. I'm going to sunder off the armor with him. There we go. Go for a critical hit with her, and down he goes. Unfortunately, we lost Darien on that one. And so with Darien down, that leaves us in a poor position where we've actually got to buy a res scroll really early on. So that's disappointing, but can't be helped, I guess. We're in the situation we're in already, so you might as well just roll with it. Go ahead and throw a couple HP on him. Let's make sure that he stays live. 6 HP is just not enough for right now. Everybody else, oh no, she's looking pretty bad too. We'll give her a Boletus Impolitus, and that'll work out for her. We wanted to upgrade Darien's weapon anyways, so let's get in on that for right now. I'll probably go for just like the +1 strength, I suppose. Over here we have the option to fight with the Wolf Lord for 6 gold, and I think we are going to take that because we really need the money right now. Our cash stack is not so great, and I prefer to keep my cash stack filled out in full degrees, or you know, full dollar signs, whichever unit of measurement you really want to use. I'll put everybody on guard over here while we wait for them to come to us. I know that we're going to have a spawner, but for now, we'll just wait and see. Oh, you get displaced, interestingly enough. No! Oh, that was so smart. That was so smart by the wolf. Oh my god, that was really good. I didn't expect that at all. Wow. That wolf is straight pro. I mean, aside from leaving his backside open, I guess. Suppose we'll press our advantage back this way. I prefer that go through so that I don't have to... Okay, so we got him right there. I'm going to put my back to the trees. And unfortunately... Oh, I should have gone right there. Should have gone right there. Yep. Oh, good. That's fine. Awesome. So we got a well-timed miss right there. We'll go for a kill right there to bring this into this side. Over here, I'm going to have to put him at such an angle that he's not stabbing our own troops, which is really the main problem with Darien, is that on occasion... Ooh, we got a dodge right there and a counterattack. That's bad. Okay. I guess we'll just go ahead and surround this guy so that no matter what he does, we end up getting... Well, no, you don't get an attack of opportunity on the wolf spawn either, so that's unfortunate. Still, there's a lot of unfortunate things happening, but, well, once again, I just can't seem to get the hits that I need this time through. Like, it's within their thresholds to one-shot these enemies, and in fact, they have a better chance than... what can you do? What can you do sometimes? Let's start off over here. I'm going to continue leveling her up because I like her, and so I'm going to let her have all the kills. There we go. A little bit closer to leveling up. I am going to have to use some restoratives though right here. We'll take the 7 gold because obviously it's useful to us. And let's take a chance right there. Unfortunately, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but she got a good proc that time, so it's okay. On this side, we'll go ahead and get him refueled. I'm trying to save the random items I have over here. This right here stacks, and so what I tend to do with these is what I prefer to do with it anyways, is normally I would take one character, drink all of them, put them in a backstab position, and just do like one big Hellraiser of a hit for like 18 damage against a boss. That really, really helps you get started. With her now, though, I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do with her, because then I can guarantee it's a crit on top of that, and so I think that's probably going to be a pretty good way to run my game. It's over here, a watchtower. Cool. I could use some new wristwear. A Behest Impolitus. Back we go. We will go into step 3 now, which is where the game starts to get a little bit more hairy. We have cash, so that's at least one benefit that we have to look forward to. Typically, if I'm like broke by this point, what do we have going on here? Dinner time! Soldiers gather around the tables looking forward to a fine feast. If you can afford it, you can join them. We can entertain them, or we can share a meal. Entertain. To everyone's surprise, Jeddah starts juggling in front of the attendants. They're even more impressed when she starts telling an impressive number of smutty jokes. The whole room is laughing uproariously. Cool, they gave us a level up. I don't know what the other option was, but that's pretty cool. His strength is really, really high, so I think that I'll probably keep moving him along. Up this way, we have another set of hovels. Let's go ahead and take a look at these. Wait, where do I access the hovels from? Alright, whatever. We'll search. Oh, 2 tools! Wow, I've never seen that happen before. There's a shop over here, and he's a potions master. I am the potions master. Alright, so we've got that taken care of. Mr. Potter. We've got that taken care of. We've got the roll of guard. Either way, we're going to have to fight somebody when we come back through here. I wish that he had healing potions. That would have been really, really great. But wish in one hand and shit in the other and figure out which one fills up first. So, that's something my old man used to say. Although he didn't say shit, he'd say piss. He'd say wish in one hand and piss in the other to see which one fills up first. I always like that. It's so delightfully morose and cynical. And it's weird because my dad's not like that at all. My dad is totally just like a really light-hearted, funny guy. In fact, that's where I get it from, I think. I think that's why most of my jokes are like dad jokes. Because that's basically the humor I've been exposed to over the course of my entire life. So we'll take a stab right there, get rid of that armor, make sure that it's not looking at us all wrong. I left him facing weird, but I don't know. I'm bad at games, so we'll live with it. They seem to be really, really enjoying pounding my dear friend. Maybe it looks like he can take it. Maybe that's what it is. He is the spearman the city deserves. Ooh! You killy little bastard. Well done. Well done. Well done indeed. Oh, and I'm overwatched. No, I'm overwatched. That's not good. In fact, that is decidedly bad. The best I can do now is just surround the little sucker and hope that he dies if he tries to run out of range. I should not have done that. He has armor, so it doesn't really matter. God, he hits so hard. I don't know why it's so difficult for me to accomplish like simple things like not lining my... I always forget that he strikes through too. I don't know why I always forget that because I remember it when my enemies line up. I don't think we're going to get that achievement done, unfortunately. We're just not getting the rune drops that I want. Her, I would say, yeah, just keep pumping that strength right there. She doesn't need crit. I mean, in fact, I think her crit is misallocated because it's not something that's going to benefit her much. We also need a rest. Let's do the Behest Impolitus on him. Hey, he got a +5. Hell yeah. I've never seen a +5. I thought +4 was the upper threshold for that. That's good. During a storm, a tree fell on a tower, and they're trying to repair it. Let's help. And so with some more manpower, they give us 4 gold. Good. Because we may end up spending a lot of money really, really shortly. I always get short when I have to spend money. I mean, I get short all the time because I'm like 5'1", but you know what I mean. There we go. My grandmother is actually so short that she could file for disability. She's 4'6", I think. But yeah, my grandma's so short that by law she would be able to apply for disability like the same way that somebody who has dwarfism would. Like, I think the threshold is 4'7". If you're shorter than that, then your height becomes a disability or something like that by law in the United... or at least in California anyways. Where the hell is the inn on this map? Like, we haven't seen the inn yet. I don't know if I should go back. We have to fight another battle if I go back. Let's just go forward and hope that it's close to the front gate. Valana. Oh, hi! Say, wouldn't you need a potion or two? Actually, I'd like to offer you my services if you're ready to help me in return. I've located a thicket with some herbs I need for my concoctions. Unfortunately, it's located in an area where many wild animals are lurking. We will accept that quest, and I'm going to break the episode off. So my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Crowntakers. I'll see y'all next time. Take care, everybody. Hi-do.